Televisa presenta.
Hi everyone, I am Brian Wilson and welcome to your favorite news, UK News. Today, the 1st June of 2018, we want to have a lot of news.
Good morning from your server Antonio Pickles. I will give you the news together with my partner, so let's quickly with the headlines today.
The British left arms against the Brexit and they asked him to march back.
The United Kingdom, warns with relation for tariff imposed on steel this morning by the United States.
A train with hundreds of passengers in loss of the trip from Newcastle to Reading.
In sports, we will have Larry Brown with the details of the Premier League.
Lash Smith tells you how the weather will be these days.
In the shows, we will have all details of the royal wedding with William Winchester. All this and more in a few moments, only in UK News. The United Kingdom yesterday found out that British levies remaining against the British, which is the new resistance group leaving the EU, made up of the trade unions of Labour critics with the ambiguous position of Jeremy Corbyn.
The creation of Less Against Brexit comes a few days after billionaire George Soros announced his support from the Best of Britain campaign, which calls for a second referendum. The peculiarity of the left against Brexit, however, is that it compensates of hardliners, sympathizers of Jeremy Corbyn, but critical of lack of real opposition to the plans of government of Theresa May. So, we will have to follow up this group and everything related to this delicate issue.
Now, we got a commercial cut, and returning, we will have our M&M reporter from the events of the royal wedding.
What is Coca-Cola? Is it an excuse to get together? Since 1886, Coca-Cola has been passing on smiles from generation to generation. We've been giving kids scholarships, like the early birds and the all-nighters. And you get to enjoy what matters most. Coca-Cola. Drink up.
Tyler, have you tried these Doritos loaded yet?
What? I've never even seen these before. Well?
What do you think?
The nacho cheese snack for the bold. Doritos loaded. Get them at 7-Eleven and only at 7-Eleven.
Cool.
Thanks, Anthony. So yeah, royal romance. The wedding of Prince Harry on Halton Markle. History was made at Windsor Castle home of English royal family for nearly 1,000 years. In a ceremony that followed every event's traditions, today proved to be unconditional, compelling, inclusive, and modern. In here we can see the couple actually getting married. There were some moments of drama leading up to the big day, but none of that seemed to matter. The royal wedding was a meticulous planned event with every detail executed properly. The big day, the town of Windsor, England, was picked with the well-wishers Saturday morning, ground zero for the worldwide celebrations heralding the marriage of Prince Harry and his American bride, Meghan Markle. And finally, the most important thing from all those women around the world, the dress and the duchess. It was the moment millions have been waiting for, and it did not disappoint. Fashion experts weighed on Markle's classic silk gown and other memorable moments from the royal wedding watched around the world. We can see here the dress wedding for Markle, and that's all about the wedding. Let's go back to you.
Thanks for the report, Eminem. Now, let's go with Lasha Smith, who was the weather report.
Hello, Brandon. Thank you. The weather in York, 79 degrees with a minimum 16 degrees. The weather in Manchester, 74 degrees with a minimum 55 light rain. The weather in Liverpool is 72 degrees with a minimum 66 degrees and cloudy. The weather Oxford is 75 with a minimum 61 degrees and sunny. The weather in London is 81 degrees with minimum 16 degrees with slight cloudy. This is all for me, and now we're back with you guys.
Thank you, Laisha. We will go to commercial court, but when return, we will talk about what happened with the increase of in-steel tax rates by the United States.
In addition, we will have the sports section with Larry Brown.
Drinking water is essential to your health. That's why you need to drink plenty of water to keep you hydrated throughout the day. Unlike power drinks or soft drinks, water is truly the only drink that can quench your thirst. It's an easy, refreshing way to keep your body healthy and strong. Freshen up today with a brisk, cool bottle of water.
This morning, we saw how the government of United Kingdom wants retaliation from tariffs imposed on steel by the United States. The Secretary of International Trade of United Kingdom, Liam Fox, criticizes the United States for the tariff imposed of aluminum and steel and threatening to apply similar measures to products. The Secretary of International Trade of United Kingdom, Liam Fox, criticizes the United States by the tariffs imposed of the aluminum and to steel and threatening to apply similar measures to American products.
We are prepared for a settling of accounts, Fox said. The British politician described the measure of the commercial protectionism. Meanwhile, the director of UK Steel United Kingdom, Greg Stace said the President Trump has started a trade war. Now, let's see what the news Larry Brown brings us in the world of sports.
Good morning, United Kingdom, and the most news of the Premier League. The Arsenal present a uniform premise for the new season. The season in Europa has just ended. It's the time for the shirts that the teams wear for the 29 and 2020 circle to come to the light. Designing shows are red across the chest and the back, with the main sponsor intact. The white previous in the shoulders and arms, and his prepared with German signature Puma. The present in the green with the new chains. The 2 years ago it didn't change its model, and this had better representation of the team. The future for Chicharito in the West Ham. Darwin Manuel as technical director of West Ham is now official. This opened a new opportunity of the Mexican Javier Hernandez. The previous technical director most of the time didn't give the opportunity to the player who hold new belief that they could the sometime of the field. So it was serious error by previous technical directors opened a new reality to the top score in the history in the Selección Mexicana in the London club. If sometime has the designer, the Chilean coach has been for the ability to adapt in the staff and the knows how to get the best possible performance. Speaking of technical directors, Club already lost 2 times the finally know that follows. The finally are no players, they are one. A maxim the Real Madrid has fulfilled. It is last 2 decades in the Champions League. But the Jurgen Klopp has not been able to apply in the rock. The German coach has researched 2 continents finally with his teams, but no manager to live and the title at the helm. His take for attack on the parent football has evident Manchester City, with which he achieved the Premier League and stayed on the team in the reach in the Champions League finale of the season. Seeing the months on the technical directors, it is team in the big league range to win and one the largest in England, and the surface things is to get. Club has been lucky to reach the finale with good position, but only once has won. It is the now are the 2 defense that really hunt on the team and more the technical director. It is expected that the next season with more designers through again they reach the finale has the defense discourse, the fans, and much more on the team. This also the match key representation until achieving the team's agreed director.
It's a fact. So then if there would be an experienced market, they should sell it because they would be even more rich than they are already. So, but experience is very important in life, but not the only important thing in life. There are a few other things, and especially in football, I know that, and it's an advantage to be more experienced, but you can level it with desire, with readiness, with attitude, with work rate. You can level it, and that's good. That's what I love in football. And so we have our own experience. We are not that positive experience that we won the last 2 finals or whatever, but we made our own experience, and so that's good as well.
With this, we end the new Around Sports. We see you until next weekend with more information. Do not forget what there are 2 weekends away from the World Cup, and we're excited.
Okay, ya empiezas tú.
Thanks, Larry. You've been returning from the commercial court. We will talk about how a train with hundreds of passengers lost in Newcastle.
And in the entertainment section, William Winchester talked about everything that happened on the royal wedding.
Think you got greasy messes? Look at this. They don't call them greasy spoons for nothing. But with the power of Orange Clean Tough Acting Degreaser, just spray and grease is gone. It's powered with pure orange oil. That's why in your home, it quickly cuts through the caked on grease, food splatters, grime, even greasy fingerprints. For a powerfully fresh clean, try Orange Clean and the amazing Orange Clean wipes.
No matter where they are, the restless imagine being somewhere else. And when they get there, they do things most people can only imagine. That's why we made the all-new Jeep Cherokee with its exclusive Select Terrain system for class-leading capability for wherever you find yourself.
Yesterday, we learned to the passenger train that followed the route from Newcastle upon Tyne, and Ware Country to Reading, Berkshire Country in the United Kingdom on Friday arrived at the ground place after the driver will take the wrong insertion, reports Mirror. According to the newspaper, the long-distance train had been deboarded at some point of journey during the accident. But for some unknown reasons, the driver changed to a wrong lane in a deviation, and the train ended up in areas of Pontefract locality in the county of West Yorkshire.
There he was stranded for quite a long time until he could return to the right path, and eventually he was directed to the Sheffield in South Yorkshire, where the service ended. The passengers have to catch other trains to reach their destination. Now we go with William Winchester to tell you all the details of the world of celebrities.
Hello my people, now in this part we have entertainment and arts news. Now in the next one we have the first article. UB14s, like Campbell, were still cool. It's an obsession that part of UB14 have sold 17 million albums and scored the three number of singles over the last 4 decades. Campbell's love of reggae also inspired the labor of Lover cover albums, which introduced the classics like Red Wine, and Kingston Town to a new audience. The band had a turbulent couple of years which culminated in the 8 members splitting into factions. Ali Brothers Ducan now fronts the band now simply UB14, while the singer himself performs as UB14, Ali, Astro and Mike, alongside keyboard player Mikey Virtue and the toaster percussionist Astro aka Terrence Wilson. The title last album, a real labor of love entertainment, the charts at number 2 in March and is among the top 14 best-selling albums of the year. Now, in the next article, we have the Hollywood film industry has been criticized for the drop in the number of LGBT characters in the film in 2017. The Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation GLAAD found that 12% of mainstream releases featured LGBT characters last year. The GLAAD down from the 18% in the 2016 and is the lowest level record by the GLAAD, which started in the index 6 years ago. GLAAD study in finds some positives, including that the racial diversity of the characters had improved in 2016. Of the 109 studio films released last year, 14 featured LGBT chapters according to the Studio Responsibility Index of the LGBT chapters. The 43% were white with 28.5 black and 28.5 Latin American. Examples include Soul Gatsby, chapter by in Road Knight and Demian. The Glad presents Sarah Kate Ellis Satir. She said if Hollywood wants to remain relevant with this audience and keep them buying tickets, they must create stories that are reflective of the world LGBTQ people and our friends and family know. This needs to take place in the major studios release that play in wide release all over the countries, and I need all around the world, as well as in the films that have long been on the stands, queer and trans stories. There was Kristen from the superhero movies such as Thor Ragnarok, which could send that will have confirmed the character Valkyrie as bisexual. The group also noted how the sexuality of the comic book characters Wonder Woman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn didn't make it into in the film's adaptations. Of the inclusive studio films, 60% featured gay men, 30% had lesbian characters, and 14 included bisexual characters but not had transsexual or non-binary characters. Now the final article of this part is the wedding. The royal wedding is the most important article of the UK. Now the couple hand select the music to accompany the ceremony, which ranged from the gospel to the traditional hymns. Soul Classic and Stand By Me was among the music featured, as was traditional hymn and Where Should We and Then Guide Me or True Great Redeemer. Now in the next one we have the most important words in the wedding. The Proyect is simple and sophisticated in the hair Giovanni gown. Now in this wedding we have more of the 16 words arriving for the ceremony in the St. George's Chapel. The first one is Amal Clooney. Amal Clooney took everyone break away when she was among the first of the celebrity West to arrive ahead of the wedding. The next one is Carey Mulligan. Actress Carey Mulligan made an elegant entrance wearing ermine and was accompanied by her husband Marcus Mumford. The third, Doria Ragland. Doria Ragland looked absolutely beautiful in her peregrine embroidered dress with matching beret. 14, Meghan Friends. When Meghan Friends arrived, there was a definitive sense that we have some ladies who made business. With their bold tailoring and confidence, still was unmistakable non-British going on. Now the 15, the Beckhams. Victoria and David Beckham arrived looking predictably stylish and suave. Wonder Gold size Victoria look was not waiting is Jeopardy. It's very dark for wedding, not what you might usually see, but with the red suit shoes and the interesting sleeves in the sleeves. I think she looked very elegant. Now this is all for my part. This is Entertainment Nerds. We'll return to Brandon. Thank you.
Thanks, William, and well, this is all of your part. See you next week with more news about the United Kingdom. Have a good day.
Welcome, everybody, and in a few moments we return. Stay with us. At the commercial cut, we. Una, dos, tres. In a few moments, we return with. After the commercial cut, we'll have